Hello and welcome to Vanguard, Mutants and Masterminds tabletop RPG podcast. As always, I'm our DM Sloth. Join me this week, we have Wallaby playing Hoshi.
Hello.
Shira playing Lazarus.
It is I.
Kerby playing Mr. Nobody.
Hello.
Lyra playing Stampede.
Hi there.
And James playing the Red Wallaby.
Good day.
Alright, well, before we get started, any announcements we have? James?
I just released my second official scenario for the Call of Cthulhu role-playing game for Cthulhu Invictus. It's called Akhenaten Unveiled. It's on the Miskatonic repository. Check it out.
Some of us playtested it and turned it into a dating sim. And I was just informed today that we are not the only ones who did that.
Yeah!
Yeah. Apparently I have a talent for writing horror dating simulators.
We also found out this month, James, that you have a Discord for your fans. You want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. I have a Discord for people who play Persona, the tabletop role-playing game. If you sound, or if that sounds interesting to you, it's a tabletop game based on the Persona video game series. Go check it out.
Didn't you write that too?
Yeah.
I feel like we need to fluff your feathers a bit. We do not put enough emphasis on how much of a true celebrity you are.
I'm literally not, but thank you.
I went to your server. There were a lot of people in there.
Yeah. You're very nonchalant about this, but that's 2 games.
And wasn't it number 1?
Yeah, but nobody buys stuff on the Miskatonic repository. It's not hard to get to the number 1 spot.
I think you're just being way too modest.
You are free to think that.
So, who would like to summarize what happened last month? We're not a weekly podcast. We're a monthly podcast.
You got it right this time.
I know.
Yeah, you're getting better.
Can be anyone but Labby, because Labby was not here last month. So,
Nope.
If I don't have a volunteer, I'm just going to roll a 1d4.
The problem is that we're recording this before the 15th, so I haven't had time to listen to our last episode, which is usually how I know what's happening.
That warms my heart that you listen to it. And because of that, I will not petition to not do it this time, because every time Sloth asks, I really don't want to. I think I should be exempt because I edit the show and I have to listen to it 8 times a week when I'm editing it, but I will do it just because I love Shira and I love the fact that she supports us so much. Thank you.
I love you too. Oh, follow us, social media. Whale Sean Khan.
That's our Twitter, yeah. And Will Sean Connery on Instagram. But so last time we had a bunch of different trailheads going. Red Wallaby was fully enjoying the results of his new fame and was given some provocative offers, the most significant being from Paradigm himself for Wallaby to be the spokesperson of some militarization bill. And while that was going on, Mr. Nobody met his mentor, Jet Joan, and she flew him out to some blacklisted UFO crash site where he retrieved something from a spaceship. I don't remember what, while fighting Canadian robots and European vampires. As for Lazarus hung out at the zoo and also gave Wallaby some legal advice. And as for myself, I think I slept over at a library with my elephant, and then I went to go investigate at Club Sheer with regards to the boy in the mirror. I think that's all that went on last week.
I do remember the man in the mirror.
Yeah, but we're changing it to the boy in the mirror, I think, is
Yeah.
what's said.
That way we just don't, draw constant Michael Jackson references. Although, I guess you're still welcome to make them if you want.
I mean, I just did.
I'll still think of it every single time you say boy in the mirror. Like, that's not gonna change.
Yeah, we have that going on for us. And now I think the plans are for Lazarus to go explore the multi-dimensional hole with Russ, for Wallaby and for Mr. Nobody to pull off their cool stunt show or music video at Pandaland, and for Stampede to go meet Abrahan at the deli in Little Middle Earth. That's where we left off.
Okay. I don't have anything to add to that, so I am going to start with Hoshi. Hoshi, you live in a place that the rest of the group has not seen before. A place well beneath the city that the residents refer to as downtown. It is a subterranean complex where a lot of the uglier supernatural creatures live. Not that you're ugly, but that's where they like to hang out.
Hoshi don't care.
Yeah, so there aren't many ways to get there that the average person knows. You happen to know of a long elevator that goes. If you press a certain sequence of buttons all at once, it will go down beneath the building that it works in into the depths of the city. And as you're descending, the elevator stops for a moment. The lights above you flicker. And then it drops into a free fall.
I'm just imagining Hoshi like slammed against the roof.
So eventually the brakes do kick in. And some strange black gas starts to leak in from the bottom. As the lights go out completely, and you see a pair of eyes that you're familiar with. Boogie, who after his body pops up, his misty gaseous form bows and says, "Sorry, I didn't get a chance to catch up with you last time, but well done." With rage, I mean.
Yeah, thanks.
You roll me a perception real quick.
Okay. 12.
Okay, that's good enough. Your feet are wet.
Your what?
Your feet are wet.
Oh. Ooh.
And you're looking down, you see that the elevator is flooding.
Oh, good. Great.
I've been looking for a new host for Rage. It's been a little difficult. I'm trying to find someone who'll be a bit more productive with that emotion. I asked Lewis Black, he was not interested. But I'm wondering, in the future, if you wouldn't mind doing that again.
Doing what?
There are other hosts. We all got these powers around the same time, and we're getting very old. Won't be too long from now till I'll need to find a new host. But in the meantime, I think envy has passed.
I'm sorry for your loss.
Yeah. She was a good person. I can't capture her, though, but you still have that other gem, do you not?
Yes.
I'll inform you when I find her, but in the meantime, if you see a bunch of people acting very strangely, just keep your eyes open. You are now waist deep in the water, by the way.
Okay. More strangely than normal. Okay. I need to get out.
Well, just have to wake up.
course.
Yes, I'm in your dream. This is not real. Although
Ah.
the water passes above your head. And suddenly you feel the sensation of drowning.
I don't like this.
Oh, it's fine. You won't really drown in your dream. Although, you actually do feel as though you can't breathe.
Ah. Wave my arms wildly. Waving arms wildly.
Yeah, sorry. This just happens whenever I show up in someone's dream. I can't help it.
Hoshi makes a motion of it's okay, you're fine with her hands.
You need some help?
Thumbs up.
Okay. He smacks you, and suddenly you wake up with a jolt in your bed, and discover pretty quickly the reason why you felt like you were suffocating. Your newest family member, Yuki, is sitting on your face.
Yuki, hun, I love you, but please don't sit there.
You can speak to cats, right?
Yeah.
Very groggily, Yuki kind of roll over and apologize. Now, Yuki's laying on your neck.
I give her a smooch and then I go back to sleep.
Okay, let's cut back to Pandaland. This is obviously at a slightly different time. So I believe when we left off, the two of you were getting ready for your shoot. Were you not, Mr. Nobody and Wallaby?
Yeah.
Yeah, we had briefly met, and I believe Wallaby did not recognize me at all because Mr. Nobody just wears their domino mask all the time. But important reminder to our audience at home, that is literally all I do with my character to keep my disguise. I otherwise have the same voice, the same hair, I talk the same way. Yeah.
So what you're saying is that Wallaby is an asshole.
Potentially. I think Mr. Nobody thinks that Wallaby is like just respecting my privacy and just being really good in character.
Or, maybe we're just operating on Clark Kent rules.
Maybe he's just really, really stupid.
Or that. Also, I realized I swore and Lyra's gonna have to edit that out.
As always, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
So, believe we put Mr. Nobody into wardrobe. You're now wearing a leather vest, bunch of studs, chains hanging off it, because that's what the bad guys wear, as we said. The two of you, and I'm going to give you an opportunity, because we're going to do a bit of a time skip after this. So, I'd like you two to come up with some choreography for a fight that you want to do. And it's the director requests that you use one of three rides. You can either use the railgun, which is a very short ride, but it utilizes wormhole technology so that you briefly are shot into a tunnel into space, a tunnel underground, and then end up back where you were. There is the Pause Express, which is a children's train ride that goes past the panda and red panda enclosures, and there's a Pause mascot who runs it. And then there's the Death Copter, which is one of those swing rides, but it gets you to a point where you are completely sideways on it. So in some way integrate one of these rides into your choreography. So I'll let you two talk it over for a bit, and then I'll jump over to Stampede.
What do you think, man?
Well, I think the Death Copter would probably be our best shot at really making this seem like a action movie.
Right, you don't want to do the Pause Express thing? Because to me, that sounds like the most exciting. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Yeah, let's do the Death Copter.
Awesome.
Okay, so the two of you, if you want a private chat and work over what exactly your choreography is going to look like, let's jump to Stampede.
Okay.
Stampede.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
So, two things I know that you wanted to do. The first, of course, being that you wanted to visit the deli in Little Middle Earth.
Yes.
And you also wanted to go skateboarding while being pulled by your newest companion, Hannibal, with your friend Carlton.
Yes, absolutely.
So obviously, let's just integrate both of these into the same thing.
Awesome.
So
I can't wait.
flying down the streets of Little Middle-earth, a mammoth rushes as fast as a mammoth can go, which, you know, is with some haste if, you know, when they're being pressed. Attached to both of his tusks are 2 bungee cords that you and Carlton are being pulled by. Lazarus, did you want to come to this as well, or Hoshi?
Not really that interested on the skateboarding thing, but I do want to go see Abrahan.
I'm sorry, I totally spaced out. What was the event?
So, they were investigating those runes that we had seen 2 episodes ago, and their lead led them to believe that there was some sort of, well, possibly a cryptid, the boy in the mirror, who was a boy who tore his eyes out and abducts people into his mirror world to become his slaves. But when they talked to dwarves, they said that they need to ask Abrahan about these runes, and that they can find him in the deli that was made inside the skeleton of a dragon. Some of the party had visited before.
Yes, and I think I had invited Lazarus to go meet Abraham with me.
You're not. Lazarus invited himself.
But Hoshi, if you'd like to be in the scene as well, you're welcome to.
Sure.
Okay, so I would like both Carlton and Stampede to make an athletics check, because at a certain point, Hannibal is going to have to stop. So you're going to be flung forward. I want you to both roll, and if you roll well, describe what exactly it is that you do. And I'll roll for Carlton, obviously.
I do want to say we are wearing proper protective equipment. We're wearing helmets and shin guards and stuff. We're not that wild.
Okay, well, Carlton, because I rolled a 1, wipes out into a newspaper stand, but he's fine because he's wearing a pad.
Okay. Just like, please don't kill another one of my friends.
He's fine. He's bruised, but he'll live. He's wearing, you know, this is why you wear personal protective gear.
Yeah. You gotta wear all of your guards. I didn't roll that great either. I rolled a 2.
Okay, plus your athletics, what is that?
Athletics, do you mean, oh wait, I have nothing of athletics, so yeah, it's just a 2. Yeah.
Okay, you're going to crash into a parked car. That car came out of nowhere.
Oh no. Do I trigger the alarm on the car, or?
I should ask this, because the last couple sessions after I introduced this, no one's used it. Would you like to use a hero point, or I think you have luck points as well, to roll that again to see if you can do better?
Yeah, sure, why not? I have plenty of rerolls for my luck, so let's do it.
Could you freshen my mind on that, on the hero points and the luck points?
So luck points is something Lyra specifically bought for her character. You're not guaranteed luck points. That's in the power section. You can just look for luck, or is it advantages? It's advantages, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I didn't do much better because this time I rolled a 3.
Lyra.
You rolled a 2 and then you rolled a 3.
Yes.
That's amazing.
You know what? I just bought the luck advantage today because I knew that because I reneged on that promise I made to the dice gods, they'd be cursing me hard. So I was like, you know what? To combat that, I will get luck so I can re-roll some bad rolls. And now this has happened.
So as a reminder, in for what hero points are, you can find them on page 20. They allow you to do a couple things if you spend them. You get one free one per episode. You can edit a scene, you can re-roll something, or you can improve a roll. You can recover slightly faster if you spend one. Or you can use it to counter someone else's power with your power without taking an action to do that.
So right now we have one.
Everyone has one except for Stampede. That just spent one.
Okay.
So, Stampede, you still hit that car. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Also, I'd like to clarify. I think I spent a luck point, not a hero point.
Oh, then you still have the hero point, but you're down one luck
Yeah.
point.
Yay! And do I trigger the car alarm? Do we have to run from the scene?
No, you don't trigger it.
Okay, cool. I will pick myself up and brush myself off, and then I'm gonna walk over to Carlton and be like, that was pretty cool, but are you hurt?
Yeah, I'm gonna go home.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do this again sometime?
Yeah, of course.
Alright, great. I'll see you at school, and then, you want to do tomorrow afternoon after school?
Yeah, sure. Nice meeting you, Hannibal.
Hannibal will wave. A little, trunk salute or something. And I will heal Carlton.
So, Hoshi and Lazarus, you're standing outside of the deli, and you just saw a mammoth run down the street and your friend Stampede wipe out into a car on a skateboard.
Hey look, Stamp is here.
10 out of 10.
I'll bow. Just thank you. And I'll walk inside. Am I bleeding? Do I have bruises? How am I doing?
I didn't make you roll damage, but if you really want to, you can roll toughness.
No, I'm good. I'm asking if it's like a cosmetic thing, but if you want me to roll toughness, I'll probably do fine. I'm pretty tough.
Don't tell her that she can roll toughness. She'll do anything to hurt her own character.
Okay, let's see how tough I am.
No.
Okay, well, I rolled a 4 that time.
Yay! Violence.
My toughness is 8, so that's 12 altogether.
You're fine.
Okay, I'll walk inside, and I'll tell Hannibal to wait outside. But if he wants anything, let me know, and I'll bring it.
If there are any peanuts inside, points to them aggressively.
You know,
I'll ask.
I've been to a Jewish deli. I never thought to ask for peanuts.
I'm trying to think if there are any peanuts, specifically.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't think there specifically are any peanuts in Jewish delis.
It's okay. He's a spirit anyways. He doesn't really need to consume anything.
We'll look longingly at things, though.
Yeah. I will give him a few pats before I go inside, and I'll leave my skateboard outside, too, because it's not nice bringing skateboards indoors.
Out of character question, do elephants actually eat peanuts?
I don't know, I think that's just
so.
a cartoon thing.
I think so, but it's only because of the whole, circus stereotype. They don't, actually, that's not their main diet. That's just...
According to a brief research, no.
Really?
No, they can't eat it, or...
I don't think it's that they can't eat, it's just that it's not a normal part of their diet.
Yeah.
Well, where would they get the peanuts? They can't go to the store to buy them.
Circuses.
What are we talking about?
Welcome back.
Welcome to Vanguard.
Welcome to Vanguard.
Spaced out. And now we're...
Nothing.
Yeah, what are we talking about?
Anyways, so you enter through the Dragon's Maw. It's a bit more crowded than when you would come here late at night. Is anyone here who was here? I think it was Lazarus was there with...
I was
Wallaby?
there.
And it was Wallaby.
Yeah. So there is a line. And,
Are my pals standing in line?
who are your pals? You mean Lazarus and Hoshi?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, we're there.
No, specifically, are you standing in line?
I am.
I thought we were waiting outside and went in with.
Where is the line inside for the counter
Yes.
to place an order? Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna go inside and stand in line.
All right. Well, looking around the room, like I said, it's a lot more crowded than it was. You do happen to notice, Lazarus, that the same gentleman sitting in the exact same seat where you saw him last time, wearing all black and a hat, with a big old newspaper in front of his face. At least you assume it's him. Is still there.
Can I see his face?
Not through the newspaper, no. But he has the same stature.
Then I'll point Hoshi and Stampede to that guy. Hey, that's the guy that I met last time. That's the guy.
Oh, right, from the investigation.
Yeah, I would be careful what we say around him. It seems he has some pull in this neighborhood.
Right. Okay, well, as long as he's not Abrahan, he's not who we're looking for.
Oh no, I have suspicions that even if he's not who we're looking for, he has something to do with everything that's going on, or he might know more than he lets on.
Should we go ask him?
I'm gonna order a bowl of salad, but yeah, I guess afterwards we should.
Okay.
One thing you also notice as you're getting to the front, and this was not, this must have been covered in a tarp at night the last time you were here, but there is a glass display case by the counter. Contained within is an armor that looks to be made of pure gold, built for someone of dwarven stature.
I look pointedly at Stampede and Hoshi. Didn't the guy you mentioned in the portraits have golden armor?
Yeah, and he said it in the journals too. He said that Wisp had taken away his golden armor when he first, was tried to be a Wisp's apprentice. So we're in the right place.
Okay, so after a bit of time, you do make it to the front. So, yeah, what can I gift you?
A bowl of your finest lettuce, please. Just lettuce.
Just lettuce.
Just lettuce.
Okay, just lettuce.
Could I have a bagel and lox, please? With extra capers.
What are these locks? Oh, she is very curious.
Who are you asking? Are you asking the guy at the counter?
Just in general, she's just asking out loud.
It's like smoked salmon.
Hoshi's eyes dilate, and she says, I want that.
Okay, what do you want it on?
Yes.
A plate. Probably.
Yes.
So a bowl of lettuce, bagel and lox with extra capers, and some lox, just on a plate.
Also,
That would be.
I would like to speak to Abrahan if they're available.
Okay, well, he was about to give you your price, but then he kind of goes quiet. Says, "What do you want with Abrahan?"
I just want to ask him about a local legend. Also, to say thank you. Are you Abrahan?
No.
Can I read his emotions and see if he's lying to me?
Yeah, you can. Let me actually pull up the name of that skill really quick. So I believe this would be insight.
Yes. Oh, I have good insight. Let's hope I roll above a 5.
Double digits, come on.
Okay, I got a 10. Good. And then
Yay.
my insight is 11, so that's 21 total.
Okay. Upon closer inspection, when you think back to when you had first said the name Abrahan, you noticed his eyes drifted off to the left towards the dining area.
Is it where the dwarf man with the newspaper is sitting?
This is the dwarven neighborhood. There are quite a few dwarves in that direction, but he is over there, yes.
The one I met.
Yes. Well, you assume. You haven't actually pulled down the newspaper to see if it was him yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry for asking, but thank you. How much do we owe you?
1985.
Okay, I'll pay for all of this.
Wait, I don't know if this is in character or out of character, but really? 20 bucks?
No, not 20 bucks. 1985.
That's a steal.
1985 for a bagel with logs? With basically extra logs, extra capers, and a side of lettuce?
Oh, it's the big city.
I'll just hand him a 20 and put the rest in the tip jar
Hey,
if they
you
have
want
it.
to go to anywhere else in this neighborhood and get authentic Jewish bagels? Because I can tell you ain't gonna find it.
I'm just gonna go outside to a bush, grab a bunch of leaves, stuff them in my mouth, and there.
Plus, we charge the same for any salad. It doesn't matter what you put on it. It's the same price no matter what, just because you only order lettuce.
It's okay, sir. It's okay. Here, I'll give him the 20.
I'm sorry. I lost my cool. That was inappropriate. I apologize.
It's fine. It's
But
alright.
Tell you what, let me offer you a free drink. He's just gonna
For all of us or just one?
pull out 3 cups and direct you over to the fountain.
Okay, thank you.
I'll pour myself some water.
Do they have lemonade?
They do.
Yeah, that's what I'm going with.
If there's anything close to green tea, Hoshi's getting it.
Probably like iced tea.
She doesn't like it that much, but she'll take it.
Alright. When I asked him about Abrahan, he was looking somewhere over there.
I think, even if it's not, I think we should talk with the guy that Wallaby and I met last night. My suspicion is that he's Abrahan, just because he seemed to have an eye on the whole neighborhood, and then we saw the ruins all over the neighborhood, and Abrahan was the ruins. It just, a lot of things connect.
If you need a reminder, by the way, the name you knew him as when you met him the first time was the Titan. That's what the goblins had called him.
Yeah, which I think, not sure, but I think isn't his real name.
It doesn't
The
sound like a
Titan.
real name. Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I'm not the one to say about what's a common name or not, but I think it's not.
But yeah, let's head over there.
Okay, follow my lead. I'm just gonna approach and clear my throat in front of the guy with the newspaper.
An eye is going to poke up above the newspaper and then go back to it.
Excuse me, the Titan. We've met before. One of the people from Vanguard. These are my coworkers. We just wanted to ask you some things, if that's okay. Could we sit with you and eat?
He will fold his newspaper and say, of course. Always happy to help the Vanguard.
Thank you. I'll sit down and start gobbling on my lettuce.
I'll sit down too.
Hoshi sits as well and starts eating her salmon.
Hello, we've never met before. I'm Stampede. It's nice to meet you.
Oh, and I'm Lazarus, in case you forgot my name from last time.
I have not.
And I am Hoshi.
Pleasure. What can I do for you?
Quick question. Does the gold armor that's displayed by the counter, does that belong to you?
Currently, it belongs to this deli. It's a display piece.
Did you donate it here?
You could say that, yes.
Very well. I think we may know some. Well, we may know you by another name, Abrahan.
You found me out.
Were you trying to hide?
I sit here every day. I'm not a hard man to find.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I just want to say thank you so much. Your journal notes really helped me out with Wisp's task.
Oh, you poor girl.
Yeah.
If I may ask, how did you solve the puzzle?
Probably the same way you did. The sun.
We didn't use the sun. We used a giant woolly mammoth.
Hannibal's going to lean in.
That
From the
one
window.
that one in particular.
Yeah, the window in between the two ribcage bones. That's, well, I didn't have a mammoth. Wasn't an option.
How long were you under Wisp's tutelage?
It is a long time ago. But we butted heads quite a bit. I'd say less than a month. I found more productive ways to spend my energy. And then he gestures to the room that you're sitting in, or more, and then rubs his hand up and down the rib bone.
You slayed this dragon?
Didn't they talk about it in school?
I don't know, I never went to school.
Yeah.
I tend to doodle in history.
This guy,
Same.
this thing was an absolute horror. Probably killed 200 people before I took him down. And that's just in this city. Who knows how long? I mean, it takes a while for them to get this big. But is this really why you came here to talk to me?
Well, I said I wanted to thank you, and I did that. I also want to know more about the boy in the mirror.
Like all three of you to roll insight, please.
Ooh.
Let's see. That's 16.
12.
I rolled a nat 20.
Yay.
That's amazing.
Thanks. It's just making up for all my previous bad rolls, I guess.
Isn't that also plus 11?
Yeah. So 31.
Okay, well, that's good because you, and only you, because this man is pretty good at lying, notice for just the briefest of moments at the mention of that name that there's a twitch in his jaw, like he's gritting his teeth. Boy in the mirror. No, never heard of him.
You're lying.
Are you so sure?
I can smell it on you, and your jaw twitched just the slightest bit.
I can tell you that you do not want to mess with him. He is beyond you. It's one of mine.
Oh.
One of my students after I had left. It's a sick, twisted person.
Wait, so you lied when
He's-
you said you didn't know about him?
He looks off wistfully out the window at a moment. Or I knew him, yes. I did lie. It's for your own good.
But if you knew him, why can't you do anything about it? Are the stories true? Does he actually do that? Does he actually kidnap people through mirrors and make him live inside as slaves?
I have not seen him in many years. But he is definitely capable of that, I know.
And you just let him go? Let him run amok and let people live in fear of him?
It's a twinge of anger at that, but you might also notice, I'm just going to let you keep going because you're really well in insight, that there's also a lot of sadness in what in his voice as he's saying this. That elephant is yours, right?
Mammoth, but yes.
Do you think you would kill him if he went bad?
He's already dead, but I get your point.
I love that boy like a son. Wherever he is now, I hope he finds peace that he couldn't find with me.
Would you have any idea why he's doing this?
He's sick, is all I can tell you. I don't pretend to understand why he does the things that he does, or did.
If he's sick, then why didn't anybody try to help?
I don't even know where to begin, where to find him. As I said, I haven't seen him in many years.
Well, if you don't know where, then do you know how? Do I have to stand in front of a mirror and mock him?
Oh, she swallows a bite of food because she's just eating this whole time, and just don't do that.
I don't pretend to understand his sick, twisted mind. I know that he likes... likes is the wrong word. He envies other people, their beauty, their brilliance. He wants it all for himself. The things he could never have. He was never satisfied with who he was.
Oh, she perks up. Pardon?
You say you don't know where to find them, but would you know how to stop him?
I could have stopped him when I knew him, but he's beyond me now. The fact that I've been unable to find him for all these years. He's learned something that I don't know how to stop, how to detect, how to get through, whatever you want to call it. That's why I'm saying he's beyond you.
I'm sorry, sir. This might insult you a bit, but I think you're wrong in the way that I think you've promised to protect your neighborhood, or at least that's what you claimed. But then at the same time, you've conscientiously let this go, or at least been soft on this person who's been attacking people, innocent people, kidnapping them into his mirror world. I think at least we're trying to stop him.
Do you have any evidence that he's done these things?
No, but just by the sheer fact that there's graffiti on the walls everywhere in this town is enough for us to believe that he has some effect, some hold of fear on this place, and that's enough.
Well, I've said all I can say. I'll tell you what, I was in Vanguard once. I know how rough it is being a V0. He's going to reach into his pocket and he's pulling out his wallet. Why don't I give you a little bit of cash to get you through the week?
Oh, no, I could never take your money.
Oh, I insist.
You've helped out so much today, and I'm really sorry that this dredged up so many sad memories for you, and I didn't mean... I know sometimes I come off harsh, but I didn't mean it. I know that you're a good person, and you do things to protect people, whether it is by lying or discouraging them.
He is still, regardless of that speech, going to take a wad of money and hold it out in front of the three of you.
Can look very seriously at him. Well, sir, I think you've been all the help you could be right now. I think I'm doing well enough off for myself, so I'll be going now. Stampede, Hoshi, I'll see you guys later.
Okay.
Hoshi may or may not be looking at the wad of cash being like, that could buy so much ice cream and cat toys.
You can take it, Hoshi, it's fine.
For the babies!
You know what? You don't have to give me any money, but if I come visit, since where I study now is so nearby, can I come and have another bagel and lox with you? Will you buy me a bagel and lox, and we can sit down and talk about Wisp behind his back?
I prefer not to talk about him. It's all the same. And you should dump him as quickly as possible. He's consumed.
Well, they're not dating.
Are you actually taking the money, by the way?
Yeah, Hoshi will totally take the money.
Okay. Putting that in the notes.
Yeah. I just say, I'll dump him when he's done teaching me all I can learn.
And if he makes you cry again, I'll slit his throat.
Yes.
He's gonna make you cry again.
Alright, Hoshi.
Sharpens knife.
Okay, so let's end this scene unless there's something else you'd like to do before you go.
As they're walking out, Hoshi's gonna be like, hey, when he mentioned envy, that reminded me, I had a dream last night. I'm gonna assume the dream thing did happen at night.
If that's when you sleep, then yes.
Yeah. Or at some point, I don't know. Well, I had a dream, and she's just gonna say last night. I had a dream. Boogie came and talked to me and told me, like, you remember that Wrath guy? Or Rage? Whatever. The angry guy?
Yeah.
The gem on your neck starts to pulse red at the mention of Rage.
Shut up.
Hi, Rage. I still haven't forgiven you for what you made me do.
Well, apparently there's a bunch of other, like, emotion people things. And one of them died recently. And it was envy. And they're somewhere now.
So you think this boy in the mirror thing is because of envy? I think that would make a lot of sense.
Maybe.
If that's the truth, then we have a way to stop him. This is great.
Well, okay, roll me insight.
Who? Oh, both of us?
Yeah.
There's gonna be a butt involved, isn't there?
9.
not like a B-U-T-T, but like a B-U-T. I rolled a 17. Oh, I'm doing better now. Plus 11 is 28.
Well, Stampede, you know that this is somewhat inconsistent because the boy in the mirror allegedly has been operating for years, and according to Hoshi, Envy died recently. Which is to say, they're not necessarily not related in some way, but it's not totally Envy's fault.
Okay, I'll tell Hoshi that. But maybe it's still a way we could kind of suck the envy out of him. It might not be envy itself, but also if you need me to help with that, I'd love to help you out with that. I helped you with the last one. Yeah.
Of course,
We're
we are. Squad.
Squad, yeah.
Alright, so let's jump back to Pandaland.
Hello.
Kerby, you around?
Yeah, I'm always around.
Okay, so you've told the director, I assume, that you're going to be working with the Death Copter?
Yeah, could you describe the Death Copter again? I think we got the description wrong. We thought it was just a helicopter.
Oh, so you know those swing rides? That's faster, faster. They're on the long chain they spin. It's like that, only much faster, and you end up going completely parallel with the ground.
Cool.
Yeah. That works.
All right, gentlemen, so just do your thing. Don't worry about the dialogue, because the music's going to be playing over this anyways. So we got... Show us what you got. We'll do a couple test runs. Go.
Okay. We do the thing. Wallaby climbs on to the ride, and while it's going slowly, the first move is that he accidentally kicks Mr. Nobody, like, in the head.
Yeah, and I think Mr. Nobody loses the scoop of ice cream that he was munching on for some reason on this ride. And that obviously drives this thug, quote-unquote, wild. Am I like a thug by myself, or do I have other extras working with me?
If you'd like to integrate, there are a couple other extras available, other stuntmen that were hired. So if you want to integrate them, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I think there would be like at least two other thugs here that Mr. Nobody will then like gesture very wildly over to, since I don't actually have any dialogue, and point at the Wallaby, and we start. I think we start like trying to unstrap ourselves and then swing over to Wallaby's seat.
Okay, so the two other thugs, you have a woman, a very similar outfit to you. She has, her arms are covered in bird tattoos, like sort of a flock getting larger and larger up her arms. The other one, he's kind of a dumpy looking guy, in that his body appears to be too large for his head. And the two of them, I'd like everyone who's now making this jump to roll an athletics roll, please. So that's I'll roll for the two goons as well, the two thugs.
Mm-hmm. I rolled a 24.
Can I just say, this entire time Wallaby is having the time of his life. Doesn't know that anybody's coming up. He's got like one of those pinwheels, and he's just having a blast.
You should have like product placement headphones on, and you're just jamming to the song that's playing in the video.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Okay, so the dumpy looking one does not make the jump and falls to the ground. The other one makes it, but they sort of like, they make it so their chest runs in right to the seat, and they're sort of hugging on for dear life as it's spinning around. But you definitely make it to where you want to go. So what does that look like?
I think this involves like the ride picking up pace, and so we're not quite parallel to the ground just yet, but I don't hesitate to jump over to Wallaby's seat. So if he was oblivious before, there's absolutely no way he would be oblivious now. And while hanging on, I think I am trying to throw a couple kicks his way.
All right, roll to attack. Are these real kicks or these show kicks?
Show kicks.
Okay.
So would that still be an unarmed attack, or?
I'd say so. It's just that we won't do damage. We'll have it be another effect, and how well you perform will be reflective of that.
Okay. I rolled a total of 23.
Okay. Wallaby, how do you react to this this kick coming your way?
Wallaby takes a few hits before he really starts to react. He's going to toss his pinwheel, and he's just going to try to, remove the bar that's keeping him in the chair so he can get out.
Okay.
And he's going to start trying to, jump between the chairs.
Okay, so give me a strength check to rip the bar off, and give me a athletics check to do the jump between chairs.
Okay. I got a 20 on my strength check.
Yeah, that you tear that bar right off. That's beyond superhuman. That's steel bar is no match for the Wallaby.
And then a 21 on my athletics check.
Okay. The chase is on. So I'm going to give the woman with the flock tattoos on her arm a chance to get up.
Are there safety nets for everyone involved, or?
No.
Oh, fantastic.
What do you think? We have a budget?
Well, they were able to afford the red Wallaby.
He's not getting paid.
Yeah, I'm getting
And he
$200.
He got per diem, but he's getting paid in exposure, which, okay, when he accepted this deal was probably a good deal. Now is probably kind of pointless.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm under contract though.
So, but the bird flock tattoo woman does manage to get up, and she follows behind you. What happens next?
I think at some point, Mr. Nobody is hanging upside down, like some sort of trapeze act, and so the woman jumps forward, and Mr. Nobody is going to try to catch her and then fling her over to the Wallaby. And I think this is just a moment before we are swinging parallel to the ground.
Nice.
And Wallaby will try to take her and throw her, assuming that she has superpowers, and she'll be fine.
You're assuming that the stuntman, or stuntwoman in this case, hired for this job is superpowered.
Yeah. Well, she's jumping around on this thing.
Okay, Kerby, check the skills. I think this will be acrobatics if that's available.
Okay, I have acrobatics.
So roll acrobatics for me, please.
Total 28.
Wow, you were really good at this.
Yeah,
Yeah, you should do this for a living.
I'm trying to.
All right, so she is going to roll an attack on the Wallaby. Wallaby, I would like you... Well, first, let's see if the attack makes it. Does a 19 hit you? This would be your parry plus 10.
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'd like you to roll toughness, please.
16.
Okay. As she is flung forward, she manages to just punch you right in the center of mass. And hey, that's getting a little too real for you. That hurt. I'd like to take -1 on your future toughness tests.
I can do that.
Okay. If you'd like to attempt to grab now, I did actually have to look at the grab rules before this session for something else, so go ahead and roll an attack, and then she will have to make an opposed strength check.
Oh boy, here we go. 14.
14. You do manage to make contact with her, but she is not fully grappled. You have a hold of her, but you can't really fully control where she's going yet. If you'd like your next turn, you can make another grapple check to try and improve that. Well, actually, no, hold on. I'm doing that wrong. She has to make the strength check first. What's your strength?
My strength is 7.
Okay. So she is rolling to be 17. No, you do not manage to get a hold of her. You are touching her, but you don't have control of her movement. Okay, what happens now?
I think at this point, this ride is now doing what the death copter is advertised for, and we're exactly parallel to the ground at this moment. And I think Mr. Nobody is going to try to make his way over to the Wallaby for what's supposed to be like I think towards the end of the song where the two of them are supposed to fight in midair. So Mr. Nobody is going to head over, try to jump their way over, and then do what he needs to in order to get him and Wallaby duking out in the middle of the air.
All right, give me another acrobatics roll.
That is a 19.
Okay, you can get to him then. Would the two of you like to make attack rolls against each other?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
I guess I'm just gonna drop this lady.
Okay. I rolled a 31 total.
I think.
Oh my god.
Hit. Yeah, that will definitely hit. And you're looking pretty good. That's a pretty good midair shot.
Yeah, I got a 20, which is good, but not that good.
Okay, Kerby, would that hit you with your parry?
Let's see. Parry is what, 10 plus my parry? Or
Yes.
okay.
Correct.
That will be an 18 then. So yes, that will barely hit me.
Okay, so I'm going to allow you to, I guess, decide who's going to make the first hit then, since you rolled a lot better.
We're supposed to be putting on the show where Wallaby's supposed to be looking good during the song, but I think that looks better when it looks like he's struggling at first. So I think Mr. Nobody looks like he's getting in good at first, and then Wallaby turns it around.
Okay. Wallaby, go ahead.
Okay. Do you want me to roll for that?
No, you already rolled. Just tell me what it looks like. What you're doing.
I think that we are probably like kind of hopscotching. Like we're fighting in place, but we're jumping along on the different seats that come by. And yeah, I struggle for a bit, and then I think Wallaby just gets one good punch, and we've rehearsed it to like, yeah, this punch is the one where you will like do a backflip to sell how hard it gets hit, and then you will just sort of slink away.
To the no safety net below, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of below, the camera, since the ride started moving, the cameras started setting up beneath you. Alright, so as the ride begins to wind down, the director says, alright, that's great. Fantastic job, guys. Let's set up for another run. See if we can get a few more good shots in. The woman with the flock tattoos tries to attack Wallaby again.
Hey, come on now. It's just a show.
I double checked to see if the cameras are even rolling at this point.
No, the director did call for cutting. It was a 21 hit.
Yeah, that'll hit. Wallaby's just gonna try to be like polite and back away and ask her to stop.
Okay, well, roll toughness for me one more time.
I got a 15. Oh, and that's supposed to be -1, yeah. So 14.
Yeah. Okay, well, then you're gonna take another -1. The director calls it, hey, I said cut, stop hurting the talent. Let's reset. The dumpy guy walks behind you and catches up, and he rips off his leather jacket, revealing some sort of strange body armor that looks like it's kind of made of this transparent material, inside of which is some green-looking goo. I'd like everyone to now roll initiative, please.
What is happening?
Man, your costume's really good.
What's the initiative based off of? Is it just agility?
I think you could also have spent points in initiative, but it should be actually written on your sheet.
I mean, I do. I just want to make sure that by updating any of my stuff, I didn't like inadvertently like update my my initiative. Okay. In that case, my initiative is a. Okay. In that case, my initiative is a whopping 11.
Okay. Well.
That's not it.
Wow. 1d208.
I got a 28.
Lucky. Wallaby, you're gonna go first.
Yeah, I'm gonna punch this jerk.
Which one?
The guy with the... Actually, the lady with the tattoos. I have it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
$29.
That'll definitely hit. Okay. What is the target to beat in toughness? This is, you can just tell me what your strength is. It's that plus 15.
It is 7. So 23. 22. Math start.
Okay. You give her a good hit, and she crashes into the base of the death copter. After which, the guy in the green body armor suit is going to pull out a gun that's attached to the actual body armor. And he is going to fire a dollop of that green goo up into the air. I would like the two of you to make a reflex save. If I'm saying that right, I'm pretty sure it's reflex save.
Wow, these props are so realistic.
They're really good.
The director eventually just gives us this, screw it, keep rolling.
Would it be... I don't see a reflex save.
I'm probably saying that wrong. Let me actually pull up the character sheet.
Maybe parry? Or dodge?
Dodge, that's it, thank you. Dodge save is what I was thinking. Reflexes. Sorry, I just started recently playing 3.5 again.
Oh, no worries. I rolled a 15.
I got a 13.
Okay. The two of you get splashed with this stuff. I would now like both of you to make a will save.
15 again.
25.
Okay. Wallaby, you are able to just kind of slap it off yourself before it gets there. Mr. Nobody, you are currently considered hindered, as every time you try and move with the stuff on you, it feels like 1,000 needles digging into your skin. Next turn, at the end of your turn, I'd like you to make another roll, but let me look up what exactly hindered does.
Okay.
I don't actually have to look it up, I have it here. So, hindered, you are at -1 speed rank, so you're moving about half your normal speed.
Roger that.
And lastly, as this is all going on, you feel the earth beneath you start to shake a bit. I would like both of you to make another dodge roll, please.
What is happening?
Not so good. 14.
11. Oh god, we're gonna die.
You're not going to die, you're both fine. But both of you are going to be knocked prone as the ground beneath you kind of shifts and cracks open, and a large, almost tank-like structure pops out of there, but it has a drill on the front and smashes into the death copter, crushing the woman with the flock tattoos, and also the death copter is going to fall over on its side. Mr. Nobody, it's now your turn.
Okay, so I think I see the cameras rolling. I think a moment ago, if it wasn't for this goo, Mr. Nobody would have like tried to continue the show, because maybe this is just some sort of script change that he wasn't informed of. But with this goo like being 1,000 needles into his skin, yeah, no, he's shifting gears. And he's going to try to cover the distance by foot because I don't want to show off any powers, and try to reach the dumpy man. He wasn't crushed by the ride, right?
He was not. He is still fine.
Okay. I'm not sure how far I can move and get there, though.
So what's your normal movement speed? Do you have any ranks in speed?
I do not have any ranks in speed.
Okay, so then I think your normal movement speed was 30 feet, so now it's 15. I could say you could still make it.
Okay. Then once I make it over, I am going to attempt to trip them. Sorry, I was double checking improved trip.
I was too. I was just making sure you still had that.
Yeah, so improved trip lets me have no penalty to my attack check to trip an opponent, and they do not get the opportunity to trip me. Okay. So when making a trip attack, make an opposed check of your acrobatics or athletics. They're both the same for me. Against your opponent's acrobatics or athletics. Okay.
Okay. I think you still have to make the attack check first.
Okay. So normal attack check, being unarmed since I don't have my batons like usual, is 30 total.
Okay.
And
that definitely hits. So let's roll the
Yeah.
opposed.
Okay.
He's gonna roll athletics.
So I'm just gonna roll acrobatics. They're both at 10 for me, so it doesn't matter. But it rolled a total of 28.
Okay. So, yeah, he is tripped. So now he is knocked prone, and he is adjacent to you.
I try to find a nearby camera that's rolling and say, wow, this is a really sticky situation.
Okay.
5 out of 10.
Yeah, you really, that's not the best you've come up with.
Well, there's a reason why Mr. Nobody still works as a stuntman and is not an action hero yet on the big screen.
Alright, back to the top of the order. Wallaby, what you got?
I'm gonna hop on over and punch the guy in the armor, I guess.
Oh, actually, before we do that, Mr. Nobody, make another will save.
Oh, right. Not good. Double checking my will. Yep, that's a total of 8.
Okay, that is not good. So this stuff has actually begun. You can see on your body, it's actually climbing further up your skin, almost like expanding and growing. You are now... did I accidentally delete this? Oh no, you are now immobile, which means you no longer have a move action. Period.
Roger.
Because it is just excruciating to move in this stuff. Alright, Wallaby, now go ahead. You jumped over to him. What's next?
I do my Wallaby boxing and punch him in the face. I got a 19.
Okay, that will hit.
And my strength is still 7.
No, he is fine. That is, you can sort of just, it just sort of just bounces right off of him. Boom.
Excellent.
And could you roll me insight?
I can try. What is my insight? Ooh, that's not great. I got a 25.
Good. Okay, so when to tell you that while he's in this armor, it appears as though your attacks, at least your attacks that you just did, as well as what you saw from Mr. Nobody, The goo appears to be absorbing the damage entirely and sort of just like it's spreading out the kinetic energy so it doesn't actually harm his body. That suit is going to make harming him with that method very difficult to do.
I'm gonna shoot a worried look toward Mr. Nobody.
I'm still like, I am in immense pain, but I am still like trying to smile for the camera.
Okay, well, while he is on the ground, he is going to attempt to shoot again. Mr. Nobody, you're already hit with the stuff. You don't need to worry about it, but I would need another dodge roll from the Wallaby, please.
Okay. $15.
Not good enough, so please make another will save.
12.
Okay, you are now hindered. Your movement speed is halved.
That's not good.
It's not good, but you can still jump the entire distance that you would probably need to, I think. You're fine for now. So, a hatch on the drill tank opens up. And a woman who looks almost identical to the flock of birds tattoo woman pops out. In fact, you look at her arms, she has the exact same tattoos. And then her arms, she spreads them out, and they split in half into two separate mechanical arms each. And you see that her pants also rip apart. I mean, she is wearing stuff underneath her, don't worry. Not that kind of show. And two more arms pop out of her legs. She is going to charge you and make an attack roll.
Phew, I thought she was going to charge me money. I can't afford that.
Say 21 hit.
Who are you targeting?
Oh, this is the Wallaby.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay, I would like you to make a strength save, please, or strength check.
13.
Okay, she has wrapped her arms around you, and she has basically completely prevented you from moving your arms altogether. You are considered grappled at this point. Mr. Nobody, what you got?
Am I able to take an action to like get the scoop off?
Yes. I'd say you could try and use your standard action to remove it.
Okay, I think that is what I will try to do. What's the most appropriate skill roll for that?
I think this would still be will, because the issue is, basically what I'm doing is I will allow you to get 2 attempts at this save. So, go ahead, you're going to take your standard action to try and basically, what's actually happening is you have to rip it off your skin, and that's just excruciating to do. That's why that's a will save. So go ahead and make that save.
That's a 14. Am I able to... What's that extra effort? Am I able to take extra effort to roll that again? I can't remember.
I'll have to check for extra effort, but you can definitely spend your hero point to reroll that if you want.
I'm going to spend my hero point.
Go right ahead.
All right, a little better at an 18.
18, yes, you shake it off. You are free to act again.
Awesome.
Although currently you still have your move action this turn, but that's it.
Okay. Can I, with 30 feet, can I cover the distance between myself and Wallaby?
Yes.
All right, then I will do that.
Hey, man, maybe we should, get out of here.
What? How did you know who I was?
Well,
I didn't say your name.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's fine. Just a script change, I'm sure. As I frantically look toward what the rest of the crew is doing, if anything at all.
They're still rolling. Still thumbs up. I don't know. Have you called for help?
No, I don't think I'm going to call for help just yet.
I don't think we can beat that that guy with the armor. Maybe we should just, get at, come back later.
We got this. Don't worry about it. And, well, actually, I don't have any action, so I don't do anything else but run over to Wallaby and remembering how much it sucks to just run and not just teleport.
Okay. So, that start of the round, and I will say, James, you are able to attack, using the environment if you want. If your punches aren't working, you can, get creative and try and do something else if you want. You could also spend a hero point to add something to the scene that could help you out if you want.
Yeah. Is there like Thank you. Is there like a control panel for the ride?
There is, yes. There's a little booth out in the front by the gate.
I'm gonna start fighting him and see if I can lead him toward the...
Okay. That is going to take a strength check. Although you are not being grappled by the guy in the green goo. You're being grappled by the person with the Shiva arms that came out of the drill tank.
How's a 16 do?
Let's roll strength. Nope. They got you. Still.
Ah.
Although, if you'd like, you can roll extra... so you can use your hero point to re-roll that.
I'm gonna save my hero point and see what Mr. Nobody does. I hope I don't have.
Okay. Well, the gentleman with the green goo is going to run over to the... I'm struggling to not call her the flock of seagulls cyborg, but... the flock of birds cyborg, and he is going to attempt to aid. And he's going to, with his help, you're going to start being moved towards the drill.
Did he get up in the previous round?
He did, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool.
Anyways, so, Mr. Nobody, at the start of your turn, you're seeing that the two of them are attempting to drag the Wallaby to that drill tank that had just appeared from beneath the ground.
Okay. I'm going to go for Flock of Seagulls.
All right. And what would you like to do to Flock of Seagulls?
I would like to do a lovely crescent kick across her jaw there, hopefully knocking her out, but I guess we will see.
All right, make an attack.
All right, 31 total.
Okay, that definitely hit. So, how much damage is that? It's 15 plus your strength?
My strength is a whopping 2. I'm very agile and dexterous. Oh, actually...
Well, actually, did you roll it? You have an improved crit, right? Was that also a crit?
No, I have a plus 14 to my unarmed strikes. It's actually better than when I fight with my batons. But I rolled a 17. I do have improved crits, but not enough for that to crit with the 17.
Doesn't matter, because in an effort to make fights take less longer, I've been using a lot less minions. So, not only do you knock her out, because she is a minion, but because you have takedown, you get another standard action now. Wallaby, okay. You are now free of the grapple.
I guess flying knee kick to the other guy's face.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Yeah, it's not as impressive. 19.
Okay. Well, that will hit, but once again, he doesn't appear to be really harmed by that type of damage, at least not in his current suit that he's wearing.
Oof. I'm going to have to check out his suit next round.
Wallaby, I forgot to have you make another will save against the green goo last round. So go ahead and make that now.
I can do that. 18.
Okay, yes. You do power through and tear that stuff off your arm. You are free to act normally again.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to try to lead... Well, first of all, I'm going to try to get the guy in the armor mad at me, and then try to lead him over to the control panel for the raid.
Okay. How do you make him mad at you?
I'm going to get right in his face and not try to hurt him, just try to, piss him off. Like, I'm not gonna punch him. I'm just gonna slap him a few times and call him a dummy and stuff like that.
Okay. I would say, I guess, I don't know. You could roll a persuasion or just a raw presence roll if you want. Just maybe deception if you think he's smart and you're lying about thinking he's a dummy.
This is not gonna go well. I'm gonna spend my hero point on that one, actually, I think.
Oh, okay.
I got a 6. Okay, I got a 16 that time.
Yeah, he seems a little agitated by that. He is going to follow you.
Okay, and if I can get him over to the control panel, I'm just gonna try to kick him or shove him as hard as I can into it.
Okay, go ahead and make an attack roll. And instead of rolling damage, we'll just do another strength check to see if you can grapple him to control where he goes.
Ugh, that's a 15.
That'll hit, but just barely. What's your strength again?
7.
Okay, yes. So he is fully grappled. You can take him wherever you want to on your next movement.
Okay.
I'm going to just give him on his turn another chance to break. Nope. Okay, Mr. Nobody and then the Wallaby.
Okay, I'm also going to attempt the grapple.
Okay. I think that he is, considered... really, if you just make the attack, I think you are guaranteed. What's going to happen is that we'll roll it, and then the Wallaby will get a bonus on his next action to move this guy around.
Okay. I also... Does it look like I can chokehold him? That's part of the reason why I'm trying to grapple him. Because I have the chokehold advantage.
I think that would probably work. That's not considered bludgeoning damage, I assume, right?
No, it just starts the suffocation stuff.
Yeah, okay. Then, yes, that will work because this suit makes him immune to bludgeoning, but nothing else.
Okay, I rolled a 28 total.
That will definitely hit.
Okay. And I think the chokehold just happens if I'm successful at grab.
Okay. Wallaby, would you like to do anything else, or are you just going to let that happen?
I'll just let it happen.
Okay. As he begins to lose consciousness, you hear a cracking sound in his mouth. Would you like to investigate this, or just continue chokeholding?
I think Mr. Wallaby should probably investigate this while I'm applying the chokehold from behind. I imagine Wallaby's in a better position to investigate than me.
I don't know what would make you think that. He's not in a great position to investigate anything at all. He's very dumb.
No. I think I yell over to Wallaby, who I think is maybe just on the other side of this dude. What's that cracking?
I'll take a look. I might get something.
Okay, what are you looking for?
The source of the cracking noise. Is it actually coming from, inside of him?
Roll investigation.
That's an 8.
You think that was just, cracking knuckles, cracking neck. That's what it was. Unfortunately, after a few moments, his mouth starts to foam, and his body goes limp.
You did it. Good job.
I definitely didn't do this, and I immediately start to panic and back away, hands up.
No, I think you did.
Yeah, well, I was just trying to knock him out, and I then go in and try to check the guy's pulse. I assume he's dead, but
his pulse is definitely failing. His mouth is foaming a lot a lot more than you would expect, and the foam does not smell like spit or vomit or anything. It is foul, whatever it is.
Right.
And bubbling.
I cover my own nose and start calling for medics.
It says, guys, that was brilliant. How did you come up with that in a half an hour? Cut. Perfect. I have more than enough. You two, fantastic. You're going places.
Yeah. All according to plan.
Also, apparently with a certain amount of time of activity, the drill seals itself, and you see a bunch of sparking and surging coming off of it, and black smoke coming out of pretty much everything within.
Boy, I was just about to say I was going to try to investigate that. I tried to drag the body away from it, just in case there's an explosion, and tell people to just clear out from it.
And that'll end that. Let's jump back to our other team, find out what they're up to. Stampede, Lazarus, Hoshi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Oh, doing very well. How about you, Sloth?
Fantastic. So, you know a little bit more information. Where would you like to head next?
I think Lazarus had that appointment with Dangerous, right?
Yeah, I stormed out the deli. Didn't really want to wait up, so I guess I'm going back to the Vanguard campus to hang out with Russ.
Okay, Hoshi and Stampede, where would you like to head?
Where would we like to head? I have no leads to go on besides doing what the rumor tells you to do, which is stand in front of the mirror and say, "Oh, the boy in the mirror is so ugly."
That's just rude.
Yeah, I don't want to insult somebody I don't know. Did Boogie tell you anything about where Envy could have gone after, the person who was holding on to it died?
Mm-mm. Just, they were looking for him.
Okay. Where should we go to find information about these things? Should we also go back to Vanguard?
If you really don't know where to go, yeah, you could look for some guidance from some other members.
Okay. Well, you know what? We could ask Derry for some advice, because he's kind of like the detective person at Vanguard. Does that sound like a good idea?
Okay. I really have no idea what to do.
Yeah, I think that's our one. Yeah, let's just go back to Vanguard.
All right. So the three of you head back to Vanguard. Start with Lazarus. So you're heading back to the garage with Russ.
Oh, definitely, yes.
Welcome back.
Russ,
How you doing, man?
hello. Very well, thank you.
So I did get approval. So let's go to base camp and set up.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes, I would love to.
So there's a couple protocols for what we got to follow. Now, we can't actually come back until we get the assets approval, which is why I had to talk to her first. See, the thing is, we got to make sure that we don't bring anything back with us. So once we actually go, the hole is going to be sealed off. And it will only open when she sees that we haven't royally goofed up.
Wait, so we can freely go, but then we might not be able to come back?
Well, like I said, we gotta make sure that we're not bringing anything bad back with us. So she has to, when we request to come back, she's gonna look into the future and see if anything really bad's gonna happen if we come back. Like maybe we're carrying some horrific disease, or parasite, or maybe an army of evil dark elves are following us, or some other extra dimensional being that wants to wipe us out. The point being,
That hasn't happened yet, has it?
no, I built these suits that will probably keep us safe.
Okay. You know what? It's probably worth it. I've
I
never
think so.
gone to other dimensions. I'm really, really excited about this.
That's actually not true. I wonder if you'd follow me for a minute.
Okay.
So he takes you back down to the hole, leads off into one side, and then you're in the arena again. The one where you had fought the T-Rex he was trying to send back. So this is the base camp. This planet. I know maybe it wasn't completely clear when I brought you here the first time, but as near as I can tell, this is a dimension that the primary difference between it and ours is that, well, one, the site where I broke to the fourth dimension was in a stadium, and number two, when this world's Russ did it, all life ceased to exist on the Earth. Which is why it's an ideal base camp for us, because we can do whatever we want here, and we're not going to hurt anybody, because they're already dead.
Okay. Wait, so that Russ is dead?
I'd presume so. This is one of the reasons I don't like to leave the stadium too much. It's kind of gross out there.
Does that mean that the other dimensions where we visit, there will always be another Lazarus and another Russ?
Not necessarily another Lazarus. See, this hole is created by all the different Russes in all the different dimensions breaking into the fourth dimensional space at the same time. That's the connective point. There are probably other Lazaruses, but not in all.
Oh, so this is wholly yours. This is mind the pun, but this is your making.
You could say yes, it's sort of my fault that there's this big hole in the universe.
You say it as if it's a bad thing.
Well,
it's quite amazing.
I suppose there's some bad that comes with the good, but where did I put those suits? I know. So he walks outside the stadium. Are you gonna follow him?
Well, of course, yes.
Oh man.
What?
You see in front of you there is a massive pyramid of beer cans. So I forgot. It's been a while since I went dimension hopping, and I think the suit's underneath Beer Mountain.
How big is this beer mountain?
It's literally the size, roughly the equivalent size of a pyramid of Giza.
Russ.
But it looks bad, but remember, time has very little meaning to me.
How you've used those suits?
I mean, from your perspective, it's probably been about a year. From my perspective, I don't know, a century.
I am mildly curious how your body is doing in terms of its liver function.
Well, that's why I move so slowly. So it's like if I were to, drink this much at normal speed, I'm pretty sure I'd just be dead. That's why I move through fourth dimensional time. Anyway, he hits a button on the wall, and the pyramid begins to collapse as a couple of tubes pop out from underneath and destroy the base of it.
You're incredibly curious.
So, yeah, he opens up the tube and says, it'll probably fit you. You might have to adjust it a bit, but I got 5 or 6 of these things. And this will protect you from most, bacteria and viruses, as long as you keep it on. Parasites and whatnot.
Yeah, looks like it could do with some modifications, and I'll need something to fit my claws. But it looks okay.
Well, let's get to work. Jumping back to Hoshi and Stampede.
Okay, so I think we're looking around for Derry Walsh.
So, Eric Walsh does have an office in the building. It's because he is a fan of the noir period. He has one of those wooden dividers in his office that you had to push through to get to his desk.
I imagine it's also the most dimly lit office there.
It is, and there's a single old rotating fan that, looks like it could chop your hand off if you put it in there. Ladies, it's been a while. What can I do for you? Derry turns around in his swivel chair, wearing his hat on the inside, because fedoras. It's a lifestyle choice, Shira.
I thought Lazarus stole that from you.
I have more than one, alright?
Well, don't tell Lazarus.
You also look, there's a wooden coat rack where there are other fedoras hanging off.
Oh, okay.
My worst nightmare.
You probably shouldn't let him in here. Hi, we need some advice.
On?
We're kind of snooping around into something. We just don't have any leads. We have a lot of information, but we don't have a leads. We're looking into the boy in the mirror.
The who?
It's just like this local legend over in Little Middle Earth. But it's not really a legend because we met somebody who said it was real, or he was real, and that he was an actual powerful entity and that people shouldn't mess with him. So we've decided to mess with him because apparently it might have something to do with Hoshi's thing.
How, He bites his cheek for a moment. How powerful are we talking here?
Apparently he drags people in through mirrors and enslaves them to the end of time in a mirror dimension.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not here to get you in trouble, and I want to help you, but I would remind you, you're both still V0s. If you want to work on this, and if he's real, I want to help you, but you need to get the approval of a higher-ranking member of Vanguard to oversee this. We're talking at least a V3 here, if he's as powerful as you're saying.
Are you a V3?
I'm a V2.
Do you know any V3s?
Hold on. Buddy? Is that Buddy in the hallway pops and says, yes, sir. Give me a list. Oh my, will you please stop posting Michael Jackson? I'm sorry. Give a list of all the current active members of Vanguard and eliminate any names that these two haven't met yet. So, of course, I'm happy to help. I'm your buddy.
I'm not there, but which buddy is this?
Well, if you were there, then you could ask that question, but you're still not there.
Which buddy is this, Sloth?
I love you, Lyra.
Don't ask Sloth that. Ask Buddy that.
Which buddy is this? Which buddy are you, buddy?
I'm Buddy 128. Pleasure to meet you. Although we have already met, just not in this body. Anyway, I have provided that list for you. So he prints out every member of Vanguard you've met that's V3 or above. So the list goes. Are you just asking your two or for the people you've met?
Let's just do everybody.
Okay. You have met, I think in the order that you met them, Captain Mustache, V3, Wisp, V6, Russ, V6, The Asset, V7, who else? Boogie, V5, Paradigm V7. I think that's it.
Is Boogie what's his name? The gel guy. The other V0.
No, that the other V0, that is boneless.
Oh, boneless.
Beanbag man.
Beanbag. That's what I was trying to think of. Beanbag. Is the highest Vanguard number 7?
Yes. And you believe you've also known there are only 2 V7s, so you've met both. Well, your party has met both of them.
It's the acid and dairy?
Paradigm.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, go and find one of them and ask them. Do you think Boogie would be okay with this, Hoshi?
Listen, okay, you got that list, all right, but I'm going to tell you, no one's going to approve this task force without some evidence this person is alive on the table, not just the word of witnesses on the street. So I'd like to make a recommendation to the two of you. You know basically how this person operates, if they are in fact real. Start looking through missing persons cases and murders involving, you said he travels through mirrors? Is that right?
Yeah. He snatches people through mirrors.
Yeah.
Okay, so put in some time, establish a pattern of unsolved cases or cases that were solved but are iffy. If you can put enough of that together, you'll have a much stronger case. So, I believe we were going to go back to Wallaby and Mr. Nobody, or not Mr. Nobody, but his secret identity. Could you remind us of the name of that?
Yeah, it's J.M. Reyes.
Yeah, Mr. Reyes. Okay, so the two of you have just put on one hell of a show, some of which wasn't really all that much of a show. And one of the people you tried to choke out killed himself, or perhaps didn't kill himself, but something killed him. And you're pretty sure it wasn't your fault. As well as the large drill tank appeared to self-sabotage after a certain amount of time being left alone. What would you like to do next?
Man, my friends were here. I think they probably want me to look around.
What was that, Wallaby?
I said, I think you should look around, see if you can find anything. You know, with your investigative prowess.
Maybe. I'm gonna go check over there really quick. And Mr. Nobody is going to try to find a corner to walk around and then come out like literally a moment later as Mr. Nobody.
Whoa, Mr. Nobody.
Well, hold on.
Where'd you come from?
Yeah.
For
What's
the
up?
for the benefit of everyone else here, obviously the Wallaby didn't notice, but could you roll a stealth roll, please?
Yeah, I'm decent stealth. 17 total.
Okay. You don't think that anyone saw you jump in the corner and then come back?
I've been here this whole time.
Oh, no, I was just in the neighborhood. I felt the earth shaking like a few blocks away. I came and check it out.
Oh my god, yeah, it was crazy. There was this big fight, and there was this other guy. Some guy died.
Oh, dang. Any, like, handsome, like, stepman trying to become an action star happen to help out or anything?
What?
Nothing. Forget about it. And so Mr. Nobody begins to try to investigate the area.
Okay, and what in particular are you looking for?
I would like to see if there are any sort of... I think there are two things I'm trying to look for, but the priority for me is looking for a calling card of some sort, something to like identify who these folks might have been working for. And then the other thing is just trying to see if I can follow some sort of trail back. Maybe from like the tunnel that the drill thing started.
Okay, so roll an investigation.
Okay, I'm not great at investigations, but we'll see how that pans out. Oh, well, okay, 17 plus 4, 21.
Okay. You do happen to find some insignia on the uniform of the person who came out of the drill, the one who's appeared to be identical to the other flock of seagulls woman. But she was wearing different clothes, but she had the same tattoos. And now I'd like you to roll me insight.
Oh, I am slightly better at insight, so we'll see how that goes. And of course, I roll crappier, so 2 plus 5, I have a 7.
Nope, don't got it. But you do have that if you'd like to take a picture or make a drawing of it.
I want to go to the tattoo shop and get it tattooed. No, yeah, I will take a pic with my phone and otherwise pocket it, maybe? Yeah, I'll pocket it.
Okay. And with regards to the tunnel, yes, there is a large tunnel. It's going to be kind of difficult to get to. Thankfully, though, although maybe he doesn't remember that he has this power, but James, you do have the burrow ability.
This is true.
Hey, Wallaby, you want to go for a little bit of a hike? And I jerk my thumb over to the large hole, and yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Well, entering down, you see the tunnel is roughly the size of that front drill that you had gotten. You follow it for a couple miles until you arrive at a hole which appears to be started right on the coastline, about, let's say, 20 miles north of the city proper.
Careful, Mr. Nobody. It seems like we're dealing with mole people.
Well, the hole does start on the surface, and then goes down, loops underneath the city, and then up to where this... Okay, but...
Yeah, so like I said, mole people.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way as Sloth. So in character, I'll say for Sloth, okay, maybe. So it seemed like they were targeting you, or so I heard. I wasn't there, but some handsome passerby told me that they seemed to be trying to drag you away. Did you cross anyone, Wallaby?
Like when we were fighting?
No, like, did you, like, piss anyone off, or... Is there any reason why someone would want to go after you specifically?
Well, they're probably jealous. That's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I don't remember crossing anyone. I slapped that guy a couple times during the fight, but he's dead now.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, boy. Okay. You know, maybe we should get the team on this. We should probably call this in, yeah?
I think that's probably a good idea. I think we're in over our heads.
Okay. Then Mr. Nobody will... Are we officially a team, or we just happen to be just peers that have happened to be working together so far?
You are not officially a team, although one of you is a V1 now. If you want to form a team as his sidekick, you are welcome to do that.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if everybody here wants to be my sidekick.
We'll table that discussion for another time. But I think I get on like a group text to everyone who would have given me their number, and send over like pictures that I've taken along the way, and just give them a brief description of the situation, and just generally warn everyone, because maybe it's not just Wallaby. Maybe they're actively targeting other heroes.
Okay. And does who picks up their phone?
I guess I will. I'll
Or their
text
watch, rather.
their watch. Yeah, I'll text back. Whoa, that's crazy. Are you guys okay?
I text back a bunch of emojis that essentially conveys an intelligent conversation, but also conveys that, yeah, we just think we've hit a dead end, and we might have to just see what we can see. Do you think you recognize this insignia at all? And I resend the insignia that I found. Picture of the insignia.
I will send an extra text that says keep an eye out for mole people.
So the insignia in particular looks like a cog being pushed by a man, sort of like almost a Sisyphean, but pushing a cog up a hill.
I'll answer my why. We'll take it out of my hoodie pocket and look at the picture and then ask Russ, hey, do you recognize this?
Well, no,
insignia?
you're not going to ask Russ, but I would like... You're not even going to have to make a roll. But, Lyra, I would like you to make sort of a memory roll, or I guess if you have an expertise in history or anything that might be relevant to that.
I don't. So it's just gonna be a flat thing. I got a 15.
Nope. Lazarus, you absolutely have seen this symbol before. When you came into consciousness, in fact, there was a banner hanging over the building that you had escaped from all those years ago with that on it.
Uh-oh.
Back in Costa Rica.
Okay, I'm just staring at my watch. Russ, do you mind if we do this tomorrow?
No, it's now or never. We gotta go.
Do you mind going alone?
What was the point of me going alone?
I just something important just came up.
Listen, give you 1/2 hour, alright?
That works. Be there and back in half an hour.
Alright. And hey, I got other suits if you want to invite your friends along.
Sounds good. I'll let you know. Okay, 30 minutes. Meet you right here.
Anyway, Lazarus, you lickety speed over to Pandaland.
Well, yeah, I assume I text back like all caps where the letters are and you. 5 question marks. So as soon as they tell me, I'm gonna go to Pandaland.
Yeah, Wallaby will text you back an emoji of a panda and the word land.
So, when you arrive at the front gate, you are greeted by a panda mascot and a red panda mascot. One of them has the name tag Paws on them. The red panda has the name Rosie on them. Well, hi there, friend. I'm afraid we're closed for the day. But
I'm just gonna speed past them, try to find Wallaby and Mr. Nobody.
It says, wait, no! No, you can't go! Now that you're gone. Have you made your way
Stop me.
back through the hole, or...?
I would say so.
Okay, so Lazarus is going to pop up.
I'm gonna show them the picture they sent me on my watch. This. Where did you find this? Where is
G'day,
it?
Lazarus.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Where are my manners? How are you guys? I hope you're well.
Yeah, g'day.
I am okay. Wallaby here is lucky that I'm in the neighborhood.
I'm gonna be honest. You guys look worse for wear. The shoot was tiring, I'm guessing.
Yeah, some jerks actually attacked us.
Well, yes, that's the music video, but I'm quite confused. Why did the production team have that logo? The gear and the person carrying the gear.
I don't think they did.
Why did they add that?
Yeah, I don't think that guy was part of the production team.
Yeah, it was a shortly ran gig. I think maybe a couple of goons just snuck into the production team.
Oh my god, you guys were actually attacked? Are you okay?
I mean, I wasn't there at all. No, not me. But
Yeah,
Wallaby.
Mr. Nobody didn't show up until after.
I'm gonna be honest, Mr. Nobody. You don't look great yourself.
I actually fought off the bad guys all by myself,
All
single-handed.
by yourself.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I was
That's amazing,
handling.
Wallaby.
I was handling something else elsewhere, but not as big of a deal as what's happening here. And I pull out the insignia that I have found on the ground to show Lazarus like the physical evidence.
What kind of the insignia? What is it on? Just a token?
I think it was like a cloth, Sloth.
It was on their uniform that they had torn up when their arms popped out.
So this was on them?
Yeah, they were wearing it right on their person.
Where are their bodies, if you don't mind me asking? Are there bodies, or did you capture them?
I will show
That they were
Lazarus to the helicopter if the bodies are still there.
Well, okay, one of them was crushed underneath the drill, but the other two are mostly intact.
Yeah, it was here. This is where the video was getting shot.
Can I look through the uniforms of the two bodies that are kind of intact? Do they have the insignia?
One of them is, yes, where they had taken a picture. The gentleman with the green goo suit does not have an insignia of that.
So which one does?
The Shiva arm cyborg.
Okay, can I try to search through its things, try to find anything else?
Roll investigation.
Oh, that's a natural one, but that makes it a 13. I don't know if that helps at all.
You don't get anything out of it, but you do remember that the Vanguard has access to a couple labs that might be able to help you get a better idea of this, if you want to take the body back.
Definitely. Do you guys mind if I take this claw thing as well?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, the police might mind, but they don't have to know.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the Shiva construct with me.
Wait a minute, we are the police.
Okay. Well, I'm just mostly doing that also so we can start wrapping this up so our episode doesn't run too long for Lyra's sake. On your way out, you do see a gentleman in a long white trench coat with spiked up silver hair, which those of you who are familiar with the music scene would recognize as Limelight. Says, "Hey guys, I saw you at work. Great job!"
What is that voice, and why can't we hear more of it?
I learned how to talk from Japanese fighting games.
It's amazing.
Jesus.
If you ever want to work with me again, please come back.
I just want to hear you speak in that voice forever.
Well, unfortunately, you have to leave. So.
Oh yeah, I'm running back before my time is up, and I'm stuffing the body inside of Russ's fridge, where he puts all his alcohol.
Okay.
Just so I can get it back.
As the three of you come back, you run into Hoshi and Stampede leaving Derry's office. And Russ says, "Hey, time is running up. Are we gonna go or what? Come on, fantastical dimension hopping.
Just texting my friends now to tell them if they want to come along. I'll let you know what they text back.
Fantastical dimension hopping, you say? That sounds fun.
I'm texting them, WYD, do you want to come? And all the letters that, like, you, whatever. Dimension hopping, open invitation.
Will we die?
Unclear.
Cool, I'm in.
Hoshi, what do you want to do?
I have so many cats to take care of. I don't think I can.
Oh, okay. Well, you know
Also
what?
homework.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, you know what? But I always do that last minute, anyways. Hug all your cats for me. I think I'm gonna do this because I don't know. Bureaucracy really took the wind out of my sails, so this will be a nice break.
Yeah, have fun.
Okay, I'll hug her. Say hi to Yuki for me, okay?
I will. She tried to smother me last night.
Aww. Well, not aw, but aw. Okay. Yeah. If you need help with homework, just text me or something.
Okay.
Alright, bye. I'm gonna go catch the dimension hopping bus.
Mr. Nobody is going to respond. Can't, sorry, I had other plans. Maybe next time? ? And I think the scene for him specifically is that he's like departed from Wallaby's company and switched back to JM Reyes, his normal everyday identity, and is opening the Goober app because he does Goober on the side. He needs that rent money.
Lazarus will just send back the single tear emoji.
And that just leaves the Wallaby.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah, Wallaby, as soon as I said that it was unclear whether we would die or not, was in.
Okay, so you're all led down back to that same stadium where we had that horrible RNG fight with the T-Rex. Alright, y'all, so put your suits on, make sure the air seal is, it has a little green light on your wrist. Otherwise, if it's red, that means it's not put on properly.
Are there any other colors?
No, just green and red. If it's showing another color, there's only a green and red light. How are you getting another color?
I think you're colorblind, Russ.
Mine is yellow. Don't know why.
I think you're both colorblind. Oh wait, no, that is yellow.
There is no. It's green and. Let me see.
Wallaby, what did you do? How did you turn that light yellow?
I think I broke it, guys.
Oh no.
You know what? It's fine. Don't worry about it. Let's go on. 15-minute adventure. In and out. Let's go.
Okay.
Rick and Morty reference. Bye. So, thank you all for coming. I do apologize for having to rush it there, but we were running a little long, and I did have to set this up for Kerby's game. So, we will continue the two different investigations next time. So don't think that we're just gonna drop those forever. Any horrible sloth roast before we go?
Thanks for running.
Thanks for running.
Thank you for running.
Thank you for running really quick.
You need to spice up your phone's ringtone.
I was gonna mention the phone.
We cut that out, Lyra. Can't mention it.
But we remember it.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming. Hope you had a good time. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.